If you are struggling to get kills in the Gulag in Warzone, then make sure to watch this video throughout, as I'm going to bring you the best tips and tricks on winning more of your crucial gunfights in the Gulag. Winning your Gulag gunfights is so important, and it puts less stress on your teammates if you do win your Gulag gunfight. Otherwise, it's going to cost them $4,500 for them to buy you back in Warzone. But don't worry guys, I have the best tips and tricks on how to win most of your gunfights in the Gulag. Hey guys, if you are new around here, my name is The Unknown, and I upload daily Call of Duty content, including how-to videos, tips and tricks, as well as covering Call of Duty news. Before we get started with today's YouTube video guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below to join the Ghost Army on this YouTube channel, as well as turning those bell notifications on so you never miss a future upload from me. Okay guys, let's not waste any more time, let's dive straight into today's YouTube video on how to win more gunfights in the Gulag. So tip number one guys is watch the rocks while you're fighting in the Gulag, because as you may know already, when you have a crowd around you in the Gulag and you're playing your match and you're in a 1v1 situation and it's kind of nerve-wracking, and then you have a bunch of people throwing rocks at you or throwing rocks at your enemy. Now, we can use this to our advantage, because if those people are throwing rocks at your enemy, then they will give away the enemy's position. Therefore, you'll have a better idea of where the enemy is standing around in the Gulag map. So throwing rocks inside the Gulag can be used to your advantage, because it will reveal the enemy's position inside the Gulag. But as well, there's a negative being those people might not just throw rocks at your enemy, they may throw rocks at you. Therefore, they'll be giving your position away to your enemy, as well as potentially damaging your health if the rock lands on you and it's just distracted to have a bunch of rocks thrown at you. So, and try to keep your mindset on the enemy, and don't let the crowd around you that are throwing rocks at you distract you from focusing on your enemy. The next tip I'm going to give you guys is do not forget about the flag inside the Gulag, because I've been in so many Gulag fights and I've seen my teammates go through so many Gulag fights, and the people just forget to capture the flag. They don't even think about the flag and they just go for the kills. So never forget about the flag, as it can be used to your advantage. Maybe the enemy is not even trying to push up to the flag and you could just hop on it and don't even have to get in a gunfight, and you could just capture the flag without any stress. The next tip is probably one of the most helpful tips, so make sure you pay attention, and that's being, if you have teammates inside the war zone, if you're playing a 3v3 or a 4v4, it doesn't really matter, as long as if you have teammates inside the Gulag with you and they're watching your gunfight go down in the Gulag, then they can call out the enemy's positioning. But the only problem with this is, because the Gulag is so small, then the enemy might be moving around the map fast, therefore your teammates can't keep up with the call outs, making you all confused. So sometimes this tip can help, but sometimes it doesn't help either, because it just confuses you, making it harder for you just to focus on your enemy inside the Gulag. So it can be helpful, but at the same time it could just be annoying if your teammates are not very good at giving shout outs. Okay guys, so the next tip I'm going to talk about is fairly obvious, but it is important to make sure that you win your gunfight inside the Gulag, and that is knowing your class loadout before the match starts. Before your 1v1 starts with your opponent inside the Gulag, make sure to pay attention to your tacticals and your lethals, because many people don't even use these, which then puts you at an instant disadvantage, because if your opponent remembers to use his lethals and flashes, they can use those to push you out of your position, and because the Gulag is so small, it's most likely going to hit you anyway, and they will probably rush you if they have managed to hit you with a flash grenade. To have the best chance of winning your match inside the Gulag, then it's best that you have familiarized yourself with most of the weapons inside Modern Warfare. And how I go about on doing this guys is, I play the game mode called Gunfight, and it's for 3v3 as well as 2v2s. I'm not too sure about 2v2s, I think it's just 3v3s. But anyway, what that game mode does is it's very similar to a Gulag situation, and then it'll be a small map, close quarters, and it will give you a random class loadout. So it's very similar to the Gulag situation, and if anything, then Gunfight will help you to get used to being in those type of scenarios and those type of gunfight situations when it comes to winning the Gulags. Okay guys, the next tip I'm going to talk about is making sure that you stick to one lane inside the Gulag. If you want to rush straight down the middle and kill your enemy that way, feel free to do that, but that is probably really risky to do. So to minimize the risk, what you want to do is stick to one lane inside the Gulag. If you want to stick to the left side or the right side, so that way you can scout out your enemy and to see whereabout the enemy is inside the Gulag. Then once you've finally seen where your enemy is roughly inside the Gulag, you can then use your stuns and your grenades to push the enemy out of that position and put him into a worse position inside the Gulag. Therefore, this will give you a better advantage of winning the gunfight over him. And also guys, don't forget to use your surroundings to your advantage inside the Gulag, meaning there's so many walls inside the Gulag, so make sure to use them to your advantage, and if there's a grenade near you, then make sure to to run around that wall to block the damage from hitting you, from the grenade hitting you, and just make sure to use these walls to your advantage to have that upper hand over your enemy, making it easier for you to win your gunfight. Okay guys, before you click off the video, if you want to see more Call of Duty content from me, make sure to check out the playlist down below this video in the description, or a faster way of accessing my playlists is by clicking the video card in the top right hand corner of this YouTube video. I'm also doing a giveaway as soon as my YouTube channel hits 100 subscribers, where the winner will receive a £20 gift card of their choice, so make sure to subscribe and turn the bell notifications on to join the Ghost Army on this YouTube channel. Make sure to share my channel around with your friends and your family so we can get to that 100 subscriber milestone a lot faster. Don't forget to drop a like on this YouTube video if you did enjoy it, as well as leaving a comment down below, leaving your thoughts and opinion on this YouTube video. So that's it guys, it's been The Unknown, and I'll see all you ghosts in my next YouTube video.